What's up guys, Frantic here and welcome to the Sunday Show, where I give you songs that I've been listening to this week in hopes of you finding something new to listen to. Let's jump into it. So today, I think I'm going to say something along the lines of awesome artwork on the albums for this week. The three albums that I picked this week, I kind of looked over them and realized, man, these have some really cool artwork. But regardless of that, they actually have really good music, of course. So let's go on to the first one. This band is called The Great Discord, and it's their album Duende. And I love this album art because it looks kind of like a 1950s cartoon, essentially. Beyond that, they're more like a progressive metal band with a lot less technical skills and more just the typical ideals of progressiveness, so changing type signatures, keyboard synths, and all kinds of interesting stuff there. Now, I haven't listened to this album all the way. I honestly just came across it last night, was listening to it, and was like, man, this seems really good. So I'm probably going to do a follow-up on this song, well, this album actually, this next time on the Sunday Show. The only thing is I've listened to half of it, so I can't truly say if it's a good album or not. But I can tell you, if you start the album off listening to the very first track, The Aging Man, then I think you'll at least enjoy that. As you get through it as I've gotten through it so far, to be honest, I've liked it, but I haven't had anything stand out. So I'm going to err on the side of it's good, but not great. But we'll find out. I'll do a follow-up next week. Alright, so moving on, second album of today, I have A.C.T. or A.C.T. I'm not too sure. I tried to research how you pronounce them. But anyways, their album Cirkus Pandemonium, which is from 2014. They took a hiatus for a long time. Probably, I think it was like 8 years or something like that. And then they released this album. And they're like this progressive rock, maybe progressive metal band in a couple of cases. And this album is called Cirkus Pandemonium because it focuses in on a storyline of a bunch of circus freaks, really, and it's a very interesting story. I've listened to this album numerous times trying to figure out everything that happens in it, and the story is like 90% clear to me, but I'm pretty sure I need like the booklet that comes with like the CD to get the full gist of the story, because when I looked it up online, I saw a lot of different readings and different lyrics and stuff that said, oh, this is in the book, this isn't. So I'm missing out on that. I haven't gotten a chance to purchase this album, and when I do, maybe I'll put up like a review / analysis of the album. But regardless, the whole album is really good. And if I only had to recommend two songs for you to listen to, I think I would give you Truly Gifted Man, which is a really fun one, and you can always kind of hear the circus influences in the music, something I'm a big fan of. I really like the idea of that. And then I also enjoyed The Lady in White. Man, is that a good song. That was actually the first song I heard off this album. It's the second to last track, and it's so good. If you just listen to that song, excuse me. If you just listen to that song, I really think you'll enjoy it. It's awesome. It's catchy as hell. It's beautiful. It soars, essentially. I don't know how to describe it beyond that. It's so good. If you really like that, give the album a listen. It's really good. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, we're going to jump into left field here. Normally I give you guys a bunch of metal music, which is fine. I tend to like metal myself. But every now and then I like to shake it up, change things up, because I don't only listen to metal music, despite what a lot of people probably think. I find a lot of different artists that are very fun and good. I remember I mentioned Moon Hooch not too long ago, this like saxophone band. These two dudes on saxophone and a dude on drums. That's a fun one. But I think I'm going to recommend probably one you've heard of, but if you haven't, man, you need to listen to it. I'm going to recommend Tom Waits. Tom Waits is unbelievable. He's this like kind of folksy but really growly dude who is just very iconic, essentially. A lot of people know about him. He's been around forever. Like 70s was when he started. I mean, maybe even 60s. He's an older gentleman, but he is so talented, so good. His music only gets better as the albums go on, which many bands can't really say for themselves. So I would recommend his album Bone Machine. This is from the early 90s, and it is such a good album. Oh my god, I listened to this album all this week at work. I could not stop listening to it. It's amazing. And if you want two good songs, what is that? Two good songs, I would say give a listen to The Earth Died Screaming. That's the very first track. It's really good. I mean, listen to the whole album either way if you like the first track. And if you want to keep going, towards the end, Black Wings is another really good album, both with very dark messages. And with that said, I want to mention something really quick before I wrap it up here. A lot of the music I recommend tends to be kind of sad. It tends to have more darker meanings. I mean, when I recommend atmospheric black metal, it tends to get lumped into the black suicidal death metal. That's a real thing. And I just want to say, if you're having trouble with something like that and you find my music to be a little depressing, or even if you are yourself depressed, get some help. I mean, this kind of seems like it might come out of nowhere for what I talk about on the show, but metal doesn't have happiness normally. So I want to make sure that if you're ever in that situation, ever feeling that way, sad, depressed, anything, talk to somebody. It helps. I've been through that myself, and it helps. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed what I recommended this week. I really like all this stuff, but let me know what you think. Also, what did you think of last week's episode? Was it good? Bad? Ugly? Did you love it? Did you like it? I really want to know. And what are you guys listening to this week? I really want to know, because like I said, I don't always recommend metal. When I don't, it's usually really far out in left field, but it's really interesting. So if you have something you really like to listen to this week, you want me to listen to it so I could possibly recommend it, shoot it over to me on Twitter at FranticJ3, or you can just comment in the comment section below. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next week.